Yeah, what's up everybody? We got a 1998 Honda Accord. This is a 4-door, and we're doing a CD player installation. So, where's that damn CD player? Here it is. So, first thing is you need a CD player or whatever you want to install. So we're putting in this Pioneer. Should come with a wire diagram, all that good stuff. Next thing you're going to need is for this right here. I got some basic like little butt connectors. Well, not butt connectors. Little crimp connections, little splice connects. 3M splice connects. So this is a wire stripper. This is one kind right here. You put the wire in there and squeeze. It does that. This right here does the same thing. This is your old school. You just put the wire, find out which gauge it is. Always start from the biggest, work your way down to the smaller, and put your wire in there and pull it. There's also, you have a cutter here. There's a right here. You can squeeze it here to squeeze those crimp connectors. We also got, this is another pair of wire cutters right here. Just put your wire in there and it automatically cuts it. And then you got your crimper right here to squeeze it. It also has a cutter right here. You just need some screwdrivers, and I have freaking power one right here. So on this particular model, looking at this, you got two screws down here, 1 and 2 right here. One's already missing, take one out, bam, and I use this flathead screwdriver, pry down here, pull it up, and get me some lights. Oh yeah. Alright, let's see if I can set this up here. Stay, dirty mother grabber. Hopefully. I doubt that's gonna stay. But anyway. Alright. So I'm gonna just go back here and like unplug some of this stuff. So I can have some room here. Just so this isn't out of the, this is kind of out of the way. So bam, I'm just grabbing stuff. Unplug that. Unplug that. And I got one more here. Just gonna unplug this one. Alright. Alright. So there's your center console. I'm just gonna set this under the car so don't step on it. Push all this. I'm gonna throw this back here in that duct so it'll stay out of my way. Watch out, some of this crap is sharp here. Alright, next thing you got 1, 2 screws right there. Let's go ahead and pop those out. Yep, can't reach it with that, so actually I could just put on a little extension or something like that. Just go ahead and do it right like this right here for now. One screw out. 2 screws. Alright, she pops out. Okay, this right here, let's see, it's all held in here. This right here that just came out is your antenna wire. That plugs in right here. That's your antenna. This right here, they got it already connected. This is going to be great if I can just have connections, boom, boom, and plug and play. That would be awesome. I got a feeling it's not. So we're probably going to be doing some wiring, which is why I got all this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at the new stereo radio, and I'm going to see what is going on with that, how it looks. Alright, cool. Alright, so boom, here it is. I took the screws out, got it out, and what I want to do is I want to keep this exterior bracket thing, I guess. So I'm just going around with a screwdriver, kind of prying out with this right here. Just want to take off the face of the old one. Let's see if we can get this out. And this bracket is in here. A lot of times they're going to be screwed in there. They have these little tools right here where you can kind of slide this down in there and pull it out. Which I see they've got it right here. I got some screws right there holding in. It looks like they busted this one. Had a bracket right there. That's broke off right there. Some light in here. Oh, and one other thing. Disconnect the negative battery cable. Before you start wiring stuff. It's okay to have it right now, but before you go in and start wiring stuff. So this just snaps in there. You just want to stick these down in there and pull it out. Or you can use a screwdriver. But a real thin screwdriver. A lot of times you ain't gonna get it. It's just these. And when you stick those down in the side, it releases those tabs. What you're doing is pushing down on these tabs right here. That tab right there. So you just stick those down in there, and you can push it out now. So I'll pull this little tool out. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out the back. Alright, so basically what you're doing is, by sticking that tool in there, you're depressing that tab right here. I don't know if you see that, but there's a tab, this tab right here, and this tab right here. You're just pushing those tabs out, that's it. Like I said, you can just stick a screwdriver down in the side, a real flat one, or something just real thin and flat down in there. But I mean, when you get a new CD player, they give you these two little tools right here. You just shove them down the side. Now you can keep this bracket right here if you want. There's an old one right there, and here's a little connector right here. And where is the new one at? There it is. Okay. So here's the new one, and what would be really fucking cool is if I can just, they give you this right here, but if I can just come in here and just like matched up, bam, job fucking done. But it's not gonna be like that. No. Not today, my friend. Today we're gonna do some motherfucking wiring. Alright, so these are for like your subwoofers and shit like that. There's your antenna. And I can do this however the fuck I want to. There's no right or wrong way. There's more than one way to do a job. So alright, so this is the original wiring. I got a wiring diagram. Alright. And yellow and red are going to be, this is usually positive, red's usually positive all times, red's going to be, black's usually your ground, yellow is usually your ignition switch positive, and then you're going to have, these are just speaker wires. So basically all you want to do is line up your speaker wires. My thing is here, this is the original, yeah, I think this is the original Honda stuff right here, brown. And it's trying to figure out which one of these wires are my speaker wires. That's it. The rest of them are probably already, red, yellow, black. That's going to be power, ground. And basically I'm just going to try to figure out which one of these. So what I'm going to do here is going ahead and just take off my butt connectors. What you can do is actually just coming from here. If I want to keep this right here, what I'm going to do is just cut it right here basically. And then all this crap right here will go with the CD player. So I can just cut it right here, and then I can start wiring with this right here, which is going into the back of here. And so first thing I'm going to do on this one right here, I'm just going ahead and start cutting the wires on the back. We're just exposing some wires, just the ones that I'm going to be using. So I'm just going along here, bam, bam. A little bit more wire than that. So this is remote control. So my thing is here, okay, so you buy this system and they're going to give you some instructions to go with the CD player. And there's going to be a wiring diagram in there, and that's going to be what you need as far as this side right here of the wiring. Your wiring is going to go. System remote control. Alright, so I'm just kind of taking off all the ends right there. Just pulling all this stuff off. So okay, I got nothing but wire exposed here now. Alright, so alright, so here it is. This is the wiring diagram. Alright, so if we look at this right here, here's the speakers up here, and it shows you left side, right side. This is the front, this is the rear. Just how it is in a car, kind of. So there's your door speaker, driver front door, driver rear, driver front, passenger front door, passenger rear. And we got a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And down here is a corresponding color for your positive, negative wire, positive, negative for this speaker, positive, negative for that speaker. Cool. And then it tells you up here, black is chassis, yellow is the constant 12 volt, red is the terminal controlled by the ignition switch, so I had that backwards. So yellow is your constant, and then red is going to be your ignition switch control, positive. And the blue and white is the system control. Alright, so we've got our wiring diagram for this right here. Now, what you need to be looking for is the wiring diagram for the vehicle. And so what we did is I went to two places. This one right here is from ALLDATA. Can you see that right there? Alright, so if you can't read a wiring diagram, it might look a little confusing, but the way that they're usually made out to be is your ground is at the bottom, power is at the top. But for this, alright, so basically I just cut off the end to the old speaker, the old wires from the end of the butt connectors here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, for instance, okay, here's the this is your old CD player. Now, to do this right here, all right. So, if you want to sell this to somebody else, you know, they're going to need these wires. This is the connector for it. So they're going to need this shit right here. What they can do is they can come here, boom, cut these butt connectors off, and boom, they can just start over and install this into another vehicle. All right. So, you know, I'm just doing that just in case, you know, you want to. Customer wants to reuse this, you know, in another vehicle. Alright, so I want to keep as much wire for me as possible though. So that's why I cut it off right up here at the butt connector. Just leaving a little piece right there just like that. Alright, so boom, that's all I'm doing. Boom, cut that off. Throw this to the side. We don't need that. We're done with that. Just keeping it clean. So I'm just going by, you know, with some 10 snips, wire cutters, whatever, dikes, side cutters. And the next thing I'm gonna do is the wires. Okay, some of these are not being used. Like they come out and just go straight to a butt connector, not being used. Not gonna need them. All right. So before I have done this, I just went out there and I disconnected the negative battery cable. All right, because wires, I'm starting to expose wires here at this step, so they might touch, and then you're gonna blow fuses and have shorts and stuff like that if you don't disconnect the negative battery cable before exposing these wires. So disconnect your negative battery cable. Alright, now I'm ready to do some wiring. Alright, I got all the wires, just exposing the ends of them to make this go faster. Alright, so according to this wiring diagram, this is the original. Alright, so my right rear speaker is red, yellow, brown, white. Right here, I got red, yellow, and this one right here is brown and white. Red, yellow is on the bottom, brown and white is on the top. Red, yellow is the positive, which is on the bottom. And then brown, yellow is the negative one. Alright, so that's these two slots right here. Positive, negative. Alright, I'll move to the next slot, and according here, it should be blue, yellow, gray, and white. So I got blue, yellow, and I got gray and white. Okay, so that's my left rear, left positive. Are you looking at this right here too? You're not getting all of this. I need to be holding that camera so that they can see what I'm talking about. Alright, let me start over again. Alright. Okay, if you look here, right rear positive, right rear negative. Okay, so for my right rear positive, it should be red and yellow. The negative should be brown and white. I come over here. I got red and yellow and brown and white. These two right here and these two holes. So red, yellow, brown, and white are my right rear positive and negative. Alright, my left rear positive and negatives are positive and negative are blue and yellow and gray and white. That's these next two. Blue and yellow and then gray and white. That's those two right there. Alright. Then coming up, the next ones, the front speakers are red and green and black and brown. That's what these are. There's red and green and there's black and brown. Alright. The next two slots. All we got left are, as far as speakers are, is blue and green and black and gray, which are the left front and positive and negative. So I got blue and green right there, and then I got black and brown. Is that black and brown? In the same slot there. Blue and green, and then blue and green, and then gray and black. Okay, so that's them two. All right, so then these should be your power and ground. So the red and black is going to be the dimmer. That's that one. This is white and red. Red and white. Actually, this one's red and white right here. And that's going to be your 12 volt switched. And they got that red and white one going over here to your 12-volt switch right here. Okay, and then green and white is your constant 12 volt. And that's this one, green and white, constant 12 volt. Alright, and that's this one. Alright, that's what I want right there. I want the green and white, which is the constant 12 volt, which is coming out to be this yellow one. And then my red one, which is the red and white. This is what I do. This is just me personally. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put these two together right here. And I'm just going to twist them together. I ain't even going to butt connect them or nothing like that. Just twist these. Freaking crap. You don't want a damn hold. Let me get some more wire. Okay. Okay. So on this one, going back to this, the yellow is the constant 12 volt and the red is the ignition switch one. So the switched one is the white and red, and then white and green, well, it's going to be yellow right here, is the constant. Okay. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and just butt connect this. I'm pretty sure I've got this right. Come here. Let's go ahead and make this official right now. Alright, so basically, I'm going to just go in here. Matter of fact, I'm going to do this in first. And I kind of like just go in here, twist it, twist, and then I'll come in here and kind of twist it in the same direction. Come up with these, and we're going to do the crimping here. Alright, that's good. And then I'm going to connect it to the yellow here. Put that in there. Crimp that off. Alright, then I'm going to just go all the way down and just crimp it. I'm just basically just crimping the whole thing down. Alright, I'm pulling on it. It's good. It's tight. Alright. What I want is my yellow and my red and my black. And then I'm going to test it. And make sure it works. Alright. So, bam. There's my red. Let's go here. Let's crimp this side down. Alright, I can pull on it, it's tight. Alright, then I'm going to take my red. And according to this, it should be, the red is my switched ignition. So whenever you, so the yellow is basically on hot at all times. This is like, you know, you can take the key out of the ignition, turn your car off, and you know that's still going to have power running to it. That's what that wire is for. This red one is basically whenever you turn the ignition switch on, it then it applies power. Alright, so boom, here's the Bluetooth. I just connected it right here to the sun visor. You can put it like right here. And I'm gonna run it down here, right along here, down here on the side, up under. And see, basically what I did is I just ran that wire. Can you see it right here? Can you see right here where it is? Okay. Down there where it goes. You see where it goes. Alright, so boom, what I do is I just, whenever I do this, I just take my hand, reach it back here, and I'm gonna shove that wire up right there. You can see my finger right here. I don't know if you can. But I just shove that wire up, grab it, and I'm gonna plug it into the back of the radio. Alright, so now all I want to do is tuck the wire now. So I come down here with like zip ties or something like that, if you want. But what I'm gonna do is take that. I'm gonna get like a little fastening tool. I'm gonna just take this little pry tool right here, something like that, or you take a screwdriver or whatever. And I'm just gonna shove it down in there. Or if you got to, then you pull this back. Just tuck it back here behind this. Go ahead and run this down. I have a little wire showing here. And I'm just left a little wire right there showing just a little bit. There we go. You can pull that out a little bit in case you want to move it. Alright, I got a little wire here, then I'm coming back on this side. And come down to here. And actually, it's a good thing I didn't. Plug this all the way back in. See, I usually just leave this out here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm pulling this wire back. So before you actually install everything, now see I want to come in through the fuse panel over here on the side. Let me see that right quick. So what I decided to do is just pull this, and I'm gonna take this and run it down here in this crack, bring out that hole right there. There we go. That's just me, that's why I want to run it. Alright, so boom. Then if you want to, you can zip tie it like right here. You know, make it kind of clean and stuff like that. Then I'm going to zip tie it right along the bottom. Here you go. I'm gonna wanna run this above some of these wires. Zip tie it right along here. back here. Reach down here, I can see that wire. Just go ahead and pull it on up. Plug it into the back. Alright. Just pull out my excess wire. Now I can take it back here, zip tie it here, and go down here. Take all that excess wire, make a nice little zip tie. Come right here, make sure she's tight. Then maybe run a little zip tie down here, one or two of them. I see like one or two nice little spots to zip tie it. Some zip ties. Hey babe, toss me a zip tie. What am I zip tying this to here? Looks like the face. Cut those up, make them pretty. I want one more zip tie. Right back here. Take all this extra wire and try to get it nicely balled up here as possible. Zip tie this right here. Cut that. This is ready to go back in. Plug this back in. Make sure this is working. Not ready to set up yet. The radio. Antenna plugged in